Hello, welcome back. Today I am rolling with Tina. Tina is a white belt she's been training for a couple of years, and she has been developing some game that she wanted some smoke, you know what I mean? She wanted to see how her game was. And so she goes for a collar grip. And if you are a white belt, look how Tina uses her feet in order to regain guard. If you are a white belt, that's something that is huge. In order to retain guard is big. So look at her knee to elbow, how she's keeping that tight in order to prevent access to her torso. If you are a white belt watching this, look at what Tina is doing, because it's excellent. Now I am testing it's called a flying knee cut. It's basically like a knee cut or a knee slice, because I know she likes de la riva, she likes to play lasso guard. So the best thing against those types of guards is to prevent it before it's happening. Here she's trying to invert. So I'm gripping on her torso to basically do like a smash pass to pass her legs. See how she's preventing the knee from getting on her belly. She's doing a great job of posting. And here I'm going for my infamous crucifix game. It seems like nowadays people go to their knees in the turtle position. I mean, back in my first gym in 2016, we called that giving up the back, but I guess that's what people are doing now. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's like a point system thing. But regardless, I have crucifix game, which is an attack for turtle position. So here I'm trapping the near side arm while putting on a collar choke. And then when they roll, you can trap the arm and put on a collar choke at the same time. If anybody wants to be my camera person, you're more than welcome to come to the gym, because we rolled out a frame. So basically what happened is I had a collar choke on, and then the time ran up. But we're not done. Tina wanted all of this smoke, so we're going for a couple more rounds. One thing I want to mention too, and this is advice for white belts based upon, what I see with Tina and what I've also experienced. I find when I was a white belt, there was a specific game that I wanted to have happen. So I would use a lot of strength, because I wanted I wanted my move to happen. And when I roll like that, especially up against anybody, my size and bigger, it made me gas out a lot, and it made me use a lot of force. And I find Tina was asking me how come you're not out of breath as me? And Tina is obviously, she is in great shape. The difference is when I roll, I let the roll, I'm not afraid to go anywhere, and I'm not trying to control it to be what I want it to be. I go with it and see where the openings are, and then make counters off of what I see is open. And I also try new game. So one piece of advice is to allow yourself to explore, because if you have a certain game that you like, what happens if, you let this happen and then they go here, and then how can that be countered? So this is a lasso guard, and you can turn it into like a spider guard. There's sweeps from there. The key here is to get the grips, strip the grips. And there are kind of like, I don't know if you'd call it a mean move, but you can just like step on the leg and use that to rip the grip out. But I don't know, I try not to be too mean. So here, the defense to this type of guard, I'm simply just trying to keep a good posture, because when you have like a foot in your hip and they have a grip on your sleeve, you know, they're trying to use the push-pull, the pull with the foot in the hip, with the pull of the sleeve grip to break your posture. Mm-hmm. So here you can see I'm waiting for an opening to get a knee slice, and she's using her top foot to re-enter into a lasso guard and to also keep her feet on my hips. So if you are a white belt watching this, like, the foot placement is huge. So here, do you see like how sometimes when you go with it, you know, you can like escape off of arm bar and transition from, you know, it's just, I find if you're a white belt, having an attitude of curiosity and playfulness really helps to go through the process of learning in a way that doesn't expend a lot of energy. I remember one time I was like rolling with the blue belt, and you know, I was a blue belt at the time, and I remember he was using 100% force and I was using 100% force, and I realized we were just gripping on each other so tight. And from that moment on, I like promised myself, I was like, okay, during every roll, I'm going to use the least amount of, let's just see how relaxed I can be during the roll, because I find sometimes we can over grip things and use so much energy in a position where we could be doing 10%, but we're doing 100. Sometimes I like to think about, you know, if you're ever driving, like how much of a grip do you have on the steering wheel? Because it can be turned using one finger. How much force is really being used? So here I'm just, if you're ever on top, what I like to do is go as like limp as possible and just kind of like lay on them. So here this is called inverting. Here she was trying to go for a knee bar. And the defense to that is just getting your knee line outside of their grip. Here I'm kind of like doing the same thing and going for the back. Here she's going for my back and I'm going for a rolling knee bar. And then I think the timer goes off now. Yeah, so I guess, I don't know, I find rolling and it's so fun to roll when you're not afraid of where the roll is going and there isn't a tension of control of really trying to get something. Like if I get something and they fight really hard, like I don't know, like I'm like, sure, fine, escape. Let's just see where it goes. And that allows me to get more rolling time in with least amount of energy, because in my mind it's like I look at how much wear and tear is on my body versus the technical movement being completed. There I was going for an osotogari because they said that one on the internet, one counter to a guard pull is osotogari, but I find that it's actually very hard to get an osotogari off of a guard pull. So here she's trying to get like a lasso or a spider guard because there are a couple of sweeps from there that you can do. Here I'm just keeping a combat base with a good posture in order to defend against the attacks. I was thinking an ankle pick there. And then now I am in closed guard from a guard pull. So the key thing here is to, strip the grips from your collar, because once they have a collar grip, they can start to set things up. Keep a bad posture, so that means I'm keeping a rounded back and keeping my elbows inside the legs, because if your elbows go on the outside, that increases your susceptibility to attacks from closed guard. However, in order for somebody to attack you from closed guard, they need to open the guard. There's only one attack that can be done from a closed guard, and that's a collar choke. But besides that, they need to open up their legs in order to attack. So she was very adamant about keeping the grip, and she gets a sweep. And then I go for an arm bar. She goes in to pass my guard, and I'm keeping a very tight knee and elbow. And that is the key, really, to that is really the key to preventing your guard being passed, especially at white belt, is to keep your knee and elbow glued together. That way they can't, it's key. And that will help you so much so that you don't get your guard passed, is if you see they're making progress, put your knee and elbow together. Oh, I was going for a takedown, but she got the guard pull. Now she has a sleeve and collar grip with the foot in my hip. And here, because she has her right arm in front of my torso, what I'm doing is I'm gripping her left armpit, because if she can't get her right arm across my torso, that means I have back access. So getting that arm across is key. And we roll out of frame. And we're back. Immediately to a guard pull, and she's trying to go for a de la riva, and the counter to a de la riva is to put all of your weight in that foot and angle your knee outward. That way they can't get a full de la riva hook. As you saw in the beginning when I was aggressively going for the flying knee cut, if you go for the knee cut, then they can't even enter the game. So here she's going for a lasso. I went in for the knee cut. I thought about just stomping on the leg and ripping my arm out, but I don't know. So here, looks like she's going for that sweep, the knee in. Oh, she's working really hard here. Oh yeah, we have a few seconds left, so here I'm going for the over-under knee bar. She's doing a good job of keeping the knee bent. If you are a white belt, definitely I'll play this again and look at how both Tina and I use our knee to elbow to block the person from getting side control. That is huge. If I could give any tip to a white belt, it would be that. That's like a huge key thing. And then also, if you want defense against any type of like lasso guard or spider guard, just having a really good posture. That way they can't break you down or put you on one side or another for the sweeps. And then for the knee cut versus any type of like de la riva, it's like as soon as it's basically like flying knee cut versus guard pull. So if you can slice through the knee fast, then you can forego any of the stuff because you're already there.
Take notes while I take totes of the marijuana smoke. Throw you in a choke, gun smoke, gun smoke. Ricky smoke for mayor, the rat slayer, the hooker layer. May your prayers, Hail Mary, full of grace. Smack them in the face, take her Gucci bag and a North Face off her back. Jab her if she act funny with the money. Oh, you got me mistaken, honey. I don't want the visa, Capisha. I'm out like the vapor. Who's the one you call Mr. Macho? The head honcho, with this like Camacho. I got so much style, I should be down with the stylistic. Make up to break up, niggas need to wake up. Smell the Indonesia, reach it to a seizure. Then palms hit the skin to amnesia. She don't remember just the 2 hits. Her hitting the floor, and me hitting the clits. Sucking on the trust in her EYE. Get dead wrong. I'ma show you who the boss is. I'm taking no losses. Even groups like SWG and TLC. Jesse B.I.G. with telepathy. Your recipe, a picture hardcore with the gun. Pimpin' ain't easy, but it sure is fun. I won, so what's the 4-1-1? I got 7 Mac 11s, about 8 38s, 9 9s, 10 Mac 10s. The shit's never end. You can't touch my riches, even if you had MC Hammer and them 357s. Biggie Smalls, the millionaire, the mansion, the yacht, the 2 weed spots, the 2 hot spots. That's how I got the weed spot. I shot Dread in the head, took the bread and the lamb spread. Little Gotti got the shotty to your body, so don't resist or you might miss Christmas. I tote guns, I make number runs, I give MCs the runs tripping. When I throw my clip in the AK, I slay from far away. Everybody hit the DECA. My slow's remarkable. Peace to Mateo. Now we smoke like Tony Montana Scipio. That's crazy blunts, mad L's. My voice excels from the avenue to jail cell. Oh my God, I'm dropping like a pigeon. I hope you're listening. Smacking babies at the christening. Outside of the club, anything I'm a part.
Of creation, we the generation. Tell me why. Try to break tribulation. Alright. Movement of your people. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright.
This is America. Don't got you slipping now. Don't got you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. No, 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 no. This is America. No, 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 no. I gotta carry.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have three fine young men from Seattle. Here they are, Nirvana.
Stop to yourself without any words. I got so high, I scratched it, I bled. Love myself better than you. Know it's wrong, so what should I do? The finest day I've ever had is when I learned to cry on command. Love myself better than you. Know it's wrong, so what should I do? I'm on a plane, I can't complain. Today's gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Riding on the microphone with Ross MG. All the people in the dance will agree that we're well qualified to represent the LBC. Me and Louis, we gon' run to the party, dance to the rhythm, it gets harder, harder.
She said, have I got a little story for you? What you thought was your daddy was nothing but a while he was sitting home alone at age 13. Your real daddy was dying. Sorry it didn't
Looking misfired, but I need the sun. It's going and drying, it's coming outside. Yeah, I run on that down. The cuz behind me. I spit on his mic and I heat trying to sign me.
Your Honor, I'm a freak, cuffs, leashes. Switch my wig, make him feel like he cheating. Put him on his knees, give him something to believe in. Never lost a fight, but I'm looking for a
He telling me to chill, he keep telling me it's real that he love a pill. He said he don't like I'm bony, he wants something he can grab. So I pull up in the Jag, Mayweather with the jab, like dun 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 dun. Oh my gosh, look at her butt. Look at her.
Now from the top, make it drop. That's a macaroni in a pot. That's a rock.
Okay, I'm feeling too sexy to accept requests, and I'm way too sexy to go unprotected. And she popped a Tesla, now she gonna let you. Okay, alright, that's fine. Okay, oh you like the boy? Well tell me what you like about him. You a tart a little thotty, ain't no wife about it. So sexy. Yeah, I like it crowded. Too sexy for this. Too sexy for this. Too sexy for your. Too sexy for this. Too sexy for this. Yeah, I like it crowded. Too sexy for this girl. Too sexy for your girl. Too sexy for this world. Too sexy for this ice. Too sexy for this.
But all right, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.